Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, Lincoln's birthday, February 12, 2020. Kind of a serious topic today. Greed and the corrupting power of YouTube, if you choose to allow it to do so. I think one of the things that shocks people in life sometimes when they build a decent sized following is the power that the internet possesses, and particularly social media. The ability to touch lives, the ability to influence people, the ability to motivate people for good and for evil. We've seen it many times on YouTube, particularly within our boy community. But the power is there. And I often thought to myself, when watching TV preachers that get called out and allow money to corrupt their lives, big houses, fancy cars, fancy jewelry, trophy wives, wild lifestyles, I've often thought to myself, how did they get to this point? They probably started with a pure heart, and what probably happened was they were overwhelmed by the amazing feedback and the generosity of the human spirit, and they began to, instead of putting a message out and staying true to themselves, they began to shift that message to start mining, what I call mining for gold. And they started shaping their message towards maybe generating more sympathy, more action, sermons, more crying, more tears, more way to motivate people to do things, and at the end of it all, give money. And I started to think, okay, that's how it goes wrong for them. It's so easy to make the money. In the case of Boyd, I remember years ago when I helped somebody get an RV back in 2015, I thought the motivation was good. And I was shocked and overwhelmed at how easy it was to raise a pretty good amount of money, okay, on the internet. Things ultimately didn't turn out well, but it's up to the receiver to do what they say they're going to do, but I had to also bear some responsibility for that, which I did on that particular thing. But the point was, the strength of reaching people was incredible, and I couldn't help but feeling awed myself. And then came along, Elvis Travels, and he's like, I can't believe how easy money came to that particular person. And I'm going to try it myself. And then within, a few hours, raise $1,500. And the rest is history. Going from a channel that caters to entertaining to starting to shift towards money, and support on a daily basis. And I've seen that in other places evolve on YouTube too. And I think it's because people have to be remarkably strong to resist the temptations of what you can do with YouTube. The stories, the sad stories that you can tell, the sympathies that you can engender. And if you wrap a greedy nature in that, it could be a really bad combination. It can be great for you in the short run. The money can flow like honey, but over the long run, it contains the seeds of defeat because you start to become overconfident and over-invested in your own abilities within YouTube. It's one of the reasons that I really have subconsciously and consciously avoided doing things like selling things like merchandise or having monthly Patreons. Apart from just AdSense, which sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not, and the tips of which I'm very grateful for, I'm afraid to myself that if I started really going down a path of money instead of doing content, I might end up being corrupted too. And trying to go out there and have to go to bed at night and think about ways that I can shake the money tree and get a money stream going from people. And that's not why I came to YouTube. So I've always resisted those kind of things. Now, for other people, it's fine. But I've seen things to devolve to the point where, you must support me, light me up like a Christmas tree, despite the content, despite the fact I don't provide any content or pay your taxes and this kind of nonsense, it all becomes very self-defeating in the end, because instead of using your platform to further and build a channel for entertainment where, okay, things may come slowly, you might get $1 here, that you might get nothing for weeks on end, but you should be doing it because you like doing it. It should not be putting on a mask and dark glasses for the intent of subtly robbing people on YouTube of their money. It's just the way that I feel about things. It's something that you have to guard yourself against tenaciously. Hell, I don't even trust myself, right? I make sure that on the daily, I'm just putting out and doing exactly what I want to do. And if people enjoy it, then here's a beer here. That's great. You know, it's fine. I think it's totally within the bounds of the playing court of YouTube. But to come out and just demand taxes and demand, to be lit up on PayPal and Super Chat, it really is, to me, it just reaches points of ridiculous. But the beautiful thing, it's always self-extinguishing in the end. It always extinguishes itself and ends, and that's the beauty of it. Chasing $1 is not a bad thing to do, but chasing only $1 and only on the dollars on YouTube is a terrible direction to go in. They say greed is money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. The love of money is the root of all evil, because money, as we know on YouTube too, can be used to do great things too. All right. Just my thoughts for a hump day. Happy Wednesday to all of you. I would appreciate your comments in the comment section below. And thanks so much for watching.